welcome back. Hope you're all okay. Look what I have. I've been gifted a gorgeous gift, if I do say so, from Madame Glam. Let's have a look. Oh, look at these. French lilac, celeste blue, mint green, patch yellow, fresh peach and tulip pink. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous pudding gels. Haven't got my glasses on, just put them on. Realise it's pastel yellow, not patch yellow. Thankfully, I did the swatch stick the right name. It is definitely pastel yellow. So we're going to open them up, have a little look, get a feel of the consistency. If you've never seen pudding gels before, Madame Glam's ones especially. If you're not new here, then I've used some before. My Reynolds is playing up there, look. White fingertips. So don't forget you can save 30% by using my code LittleNailRoom30 at Madame Glam. It's at the top left corner. So French lilac. What else is there to say? It's lilac and it's bloody gorgeous. It's so pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. And the thing I like with the pudding gels is it's thick, it's solid. You can tip it upside down. You can poke it and whatever, and it's still not going to go anywhere at all. And it looks solid in the pot, but then it almost like, even though you're not adding any warmth to it because you're just touching it with a brush, but it's like it melts as you're putting the brush in, and it turns into this creamy. It's just amazing. I've never seen anything like it until I tried Madame Glam's pudding gels. My voice, I think my mouth is moving too fast, or it's not moving fast enough. So let's swatch that one. When I'm using pudding gels, I like to do the first application really thin. Get it all over the nail, up to the cuticles, sidewalls. Make sure it's super neat. And we want to drag that product all the way over that nail as thin as possible. They do take 60 seconds to cure, and they do have a sticky inhibition layer once they are cured, unlike their gel paints, which again takes 60 seconds, but they have no sticky inhibition layer. And that means that with the gel paints, if you've top coated your nail already and you're like, oh, I want to add a little bit extra to it, you can with the gel paints. But they're more for like the fine details, doing outlines, and you can do a full nail, absolutely. But the pudding gels are mainly for full nail coverage. But I want to try to see if we can do a little bit of nail art with them, with like fine liner brushes and such today. So this is the Celeste Blue. Again, super thin layer. And then we'll do a second coat, which is a little bit thicker. Sometimes, I haven't found it with these ones, but I've seen a few other branded, I won't name brands or anything, products, pudding gel type products that take a lot more than 2 layers. So, like I said, it's had a really thin coat for its first coat, and then I'm doing it a little bit thicker for the second one, and it's perfect. So this is the mint green. I think they look a lot more vibrant on camera as well, rather than in real life. Especially, I've noticed when I took the lid off, it looks more vibrant, but as soon as I touched the product with the brush, it kind of like broke through. I don't know how to explain it. It's like the pigment went to the top slightly and has made like a shell. Not hard to break through. I don't know how to explain it. If you got them, you might know. But this is the pastel yellow. Again, absolutely beautiful. So pretty. I need to get a bit more organisation done because I gave away quite a lot of my old gel polishes to my sister-in-law, and I've still got all of the swatch sticks hanging up for those old polishes, and I've got a hell of a lot of polishes, new polishes that I haven't swatched, so I need to get organised and get that all done. But how have you all been anyway? It has been so bloody hectic. We've been trying to do gardening and get like all the vegetables and whatnot done. obviously homeschooling still, which is stressful to say the least. Obviously parents having to look after my mom, not so much now. She's getting out and about a little bit. She's got she's had the major open heart surgery, and she's got to go and have like a few stents to do something. I'm going to have to question her again. She's coming for a roast dinner today, so I'll question her about that. Oh, these are all of the colours swatched already. Oh, they're nice. They've got to be done in rainbow order as well, obviously. But yeah, we've got to figure out a design now, so let's crack on. I've grabbed the application brush, and this is the thumb that I'm going to show you working on. But I do the same to the pinky as well, so the thumb and the pinky are identical. So we're going to do not so much of an ombre, but we're going to put the colours in order, and we're going to blend them just a tiny bit so that it's not the stark straight lines. I didn't want the stark straight lines that you could see, so I blended it just a little bit. And again, super thin coat for the first one, and then we'll put it on much thicker after. So yeah, homeschooling, gardening, trying to grow things, grow vegetables, because it's got to a point now, like we've had I'll tell you the story from the beginning. Right, so it was the King's coronation, and our local supermarkets were doing like special foods. So if you're from the UK, you know about coronation chicken, and that was like the Queen's coronation food that was invented. I don't know. But we were in our local supermarket, and they had a coronation chicken pizza. And it was reduced. It was on a yellow label. But Ryan was like, you know what, it's 88p or 80p or whatever. It's a pizza that is cheap for now. So let's just take it home. If we don't like it, we'll snack on something else. And we cooked it up, and it was freaking amazing. It was probably the nicest pizza that I've ever had. And we can't find it anywhere at all, because obviously the coronation's been and done. It was a limited time thing, so we were like, you know what, let's just get some cheese and tomato pizzas. We'll get a tub of coronation chicken. It had some red onions on it, and we'll get a bit more mozzarella, and we'll make it a bit like the coronation pizza that we brought. So we went to the shop, and I remember, because we haven't brought pizzas for a long time, we usually make them from scratch, and I remember being able to buy pizza for about less than £1, a frozen cheap cheese and tomato pizza. And we went to the shop today, and they were £2.30. £2.30, and I swear a year ago it used to be less than £1. What the hell? It's absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. So we got them anyway. We were running out of time. We had people come around for food. So we, instead of making them, we brought them. And we whacked some red onion and coronation chicken sandwich filler on it. Sounds so gross. And it was nowhere near as good as that one that we brought ready made. So I think I'm gonna try it again, but make our own pizza dough again, because it's super easy, it's super cheap, and you can put whatever you want on it. So back to growing vegetables and such. Because the prices of everything is unbelievable. It is so expensive now. And it wasn't even that good last year. It was going up, and now it's so stressful. It really is. So yeah, trying our hardest to grow stuff. We've always done, well, we haven't always done, we've been doing batch cooking for a long time now. So I'm hoping that if our vegetables do grow, I can chop them all, prep them all, freeze them all, and then we've got that like a backup, I suppose. I could make dinners from it and then freeze them. I don't have to just chop up the vegetables and freeze them. I can put them in something and freeze it. Oh, and I tell you what as well, I'm talking quite a lot, aren't I? I don't feel like I've spoken to you properly I've just been talking about nails for weeks on end and I haven't actually had a chat with you. I got suckered into a TikTok shop purchase. Never happened before. So some of you that follow me on Instagram will know that I suffer from fibromyalgia. Querying arthritis as well, because my knees are terrible. Absolutely terrible. So I was scrolling through TikTok. It was only yesterday, actually, Friday for me. And they were selling CBD patches, like nicotine patches, but CBD. And we've been talking about it for years, like getting onto the CBD oil for the fibro and such, to try and get off the amount of medication that I'm on. So it was £8 or £8.99 for 6 patches. So I ordered them, and they came within a day, which is bizarre. And I put one on at about 3 p.m. and by, I'd say an hour ago, so 8 p.m, I walked up the stairs and I was like, hang on, my knees aren't hurting as much. And I was like, I don't know whether it's just like a placebo effect or I don't know, because they've been hurting for so long, and it was just miraculous almost. I don't know, it was bizarre. So yeah, I am loving what it's doing for me so far. I've only had one on for a few hours, so I'm really excited to see what tomorrow brings, see if I can have a little bit of a pain-free day. I've always wanted to try the oil and the gummies, but I'm really weird with things in my mouth. If it tastes funky, not a chance am I touching it again. So with the patches, I don't have to put anything in my mouth and it doesn't taste wrong. So there you go. So let's talk about the nails, because I have chatted non-stop. So I've grabbed, this is what I wanted to try. I wanted to see if it would work with like detailing brushes and drawing stuff, making some actual art, if you can call what I'm doing art. So I've done some flowers. It's absolutely fine. It's like working with acrylic paints, to be honest. I grabbed the dotting tool. It obviously is a bit bumpy, it's a bit textured because of what we're using. Like, it's pudding gel. It's not self-leveling like gel polishes. So it's always going to have whatever you like, the brush strokes are always visible and such when you're doing the actual art motorbikes. So I'm just going to put some glitter over the top of it that will hide anything. Oh my god, how many motorbikes? Mental. Obviously I matte top coated the Spring in Paris colour first, so that when I put the pudding gel on, and then before curing that, I sprinkle all over that gorgeous glitter. Then I give that a full cure, and then I can dust off the glitter. And then it's not going to stick to the base colour. So for the leaves, I'm just literally swooshing. I didn't know what else to do, to be honest. I didn't want to do them like a leaf shape because it's too close to the petal shape that I've done. But I liked it. It was quite nice. So I'm going to put a few little white dots on the nail. I was umming and ahhing. I did actually put a few crystals on. Didn't like it, so took them off. Then I put pearls on. Didn't like it, took them off. Give the nail a wipe over, and I decided on some dots. Like I said, the gel paint, it doesn't matter if you've top coated, because it doesn't need a top coat on it, so you can just crack on. And then I'm going to use the white gel paint again to, I just felt like this needed like a barrier almost, like a little bit of definition between the base and the glitter pudding gel ombre. And then I've grabbed some gorgeousness. So this is the Ice Cream Sundae mix from Crystal Parade. And then this one is the Preciosa Crystal / Pearl mix, the Vintage Chic. So I've grabbed that big fan one, and I placed like the little, how I wanted them, the arrangement of the crystals on my tabletop first, my whatever it's called. So that big fan one is Ice Cream Sundae. The rest of them are ice cream sundae apart from the pearls. They're from the vintage pearl crystal mix. And then I'm just going to put some caviar beads around that doodad and give it a cure. And we're done. Oh, I love it. I love it. I think the crystals really, really set it off. And it is screaming unicorn puke right at you. It is so nice. I love it. I hope you guys did too. Don't forget to leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. And don't forget to hit like if you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already, because we do upload every Wednesday and every Sunday with full tutorials. And of course, everything I've used will be linked in the description box down below with any discount codes or any of that jazz that you need to be able to recreate this if you wanted to. Thanks so much, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.